Okay, I'm finally doing the Q&A. There's not too many questions. I thought there were going to be more questions, but this might be a relatively short snug talk because I don't know. I thought there were more questions, but I guess not. That's fine. But I'm going to go back to the first video where I think I mentioned there being a Q&A. Which the first question I'm seeing, which we're just gonna jump straight into this, no sugarcoating. We're just gonna go right into the juice here. Um, so the first question is: you can only eat three ingredients for the rest of your life. Which are you choosing? With ingredients, I mean that if you choose a taco, you would only get the shell. Okay. Um. Hmm. I haven't like pre-thought of this, so I actually have to like raw think of this like now. Three ingredients. Okay, I would go with probably what's a good base. I'm assuming I can like cook these ingredients, so I'm gonna go with tortilla because I think a tortilla is just like a good all around. Like it can be a shell, it can technically be a chip, you know, like um. So I think that'd be like a good base, like a good decent base. I would go with hmm. I think I would go with if you could only eat three ingredients. Okay, I don't know. This is so I haven't thought of this at all. I was expecting different questions. Um, I would say next give me like a banana to spice it up. You know, something you might not expect, but bananas are really yummy. Okay, banana would be awesome. So yeah, give me a banana, give me tortilla, and give me ketchup. I don't know, bro. I'm a ketchup enjoyer. Okay, that's just a random. Like, if I had more time to think about it, I would not be saying ketchup. All right, I'll be clear on that. But I think like it's not bad, you know. Tomato. How about that tomato? Because you can make ketchup out of tomatoes. So if you just, I'm just gonna say tomato, and I'm gonna assume you can make the stuff out of the tomato. You can use the ingredients to make other stuff. Although I know you need more ingredients, but I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna jump to the next question. When are you gonna go bowling again? This is a good question because in case you don't know, I'm a fan of bowling. Okay, I like to go bowl. Okay, my spin not the greatest, but I do have a spin. You know, I'm a bit of a bowler. I think I'm going bowling on the 23rd. So check Twitter. You know, I'll probably post my results on Twitter because I love. I don't know. Twitter's like my go-to. Like, hey, look at me bowl. I need to go bowling. I need to go bowling. That's a fun question, but yeah, hopefully within like the next 3 days. I almost died there, by the way. I love solo private rooms. Next is okay, this isn't a question, but this is me just being a genius. I did not put the link to the IRL channel that me and my friend have that I'm going to keep posting on. So I'm just saying this now. If you want the link to keep up with me and other content that I do, it will be in this description, okay? It will be in the description. I'm going to leave myself a note on the file name of this video. Put Take a Breath YouTube channel in the description, or else if I don't do it, then I am obligated to make Ballin 23. Let's say that. If I do not, then I have to make Ballin 23, or else you guys can all like unsubscribe and be like, "What the freak?" You know, like okay, I think that's a pretty fair deal. Um, but yeah, I will try to get that linked here soon. It's just a little cinematography account me and my friend run. I'm going for college for cinema arts, and I'll be creating little, small like mini movies in the meantime while I can, like while I'm there. So yeah, feel free to keep up with that. It's something that I love doing. Um, some other topics. This is an older like community post that I did on this channel, but my friend, my goat slime, submitted some ideas to talk about, so I think I should brush over them at least. Um, so I guess I'll just create questions out of the ideas he gave me. How to stay motivated. Um, Now, of course, I'm no professional on how to stay motivated because I think there are a lot of different motives that can help out certain people. Like, while maybe I think music is a great motivator, someone else might listen to music and not be able to get any work done. I think it's really, really, really dependent on the person. But the way I stay motivated is I just remind myself of the outcome and people remembering. You know, like if I'm wanting to make a video, like I have a lot of motivation. and then it just dies. How do I build that motivation back up? I just remember the impact it can have. Like, people are going to remember this event. People are going to look back and be like, that was really fun. That is so motivating to me, being able to be a good memory to somebody. Someone can look back even in like 10 years from now and be like, wow, that was a great time. I'm so happy I got to be included on that. That is a big driving factor for me. That is something that holds a lot of weight. If I can create some good old memories for some good friends, that's all I care about. Okay, that is priority number one for me. Is creating some good times, some good memories with some good people. Um, so that's like a big motivator for me. But other motivators is just thinking about, if it's done, you don't have to worry about it anymore. A big example of that would be videos that I've scrapped in the past, like the trial. I just released it how it was in a Discord channel, and that was done. And all of a sudden, I had so much more motivation for other projects. A big thing: do not tie yourself to one big idea. And there's a lot of big people that have been talking about this recently. But just like put stuff out. Just release things. Don't just tie yourself to one really big idea, one grandiose 100,000 player money involved idea. Because if you do that, that's just going to be you. That's going to be your life. Instead, just put it out. It's in the works right now. Okay, release it. Okay? People want to see it. People want to see the stuff you make. Even, you never know who's watching. Okay, there could be someone like 100 times your size, with YouTube analytics. And you put something out, and they love it. And all of a sudden, you got some crazy things going on. All right, so just release it. You never know who's watching. 9 times out of 10, no one big is. But guess what? If you post 10 times, your chances get higher. That's how I view it. But yeah, that's my little take on motivation. It's just like the main thing is just do what you enjoy, and if you find yourself not enjoying a project, don't do it. Move on to a different idea. I've had so many ideas that I've scrapped and just gotten rid of because I lost motivation. I didn't find it fun. I needed to move away from it. So that's how I view that. Do what you want to do, and primarily what you want to do. Nothing else. We won't be accepting nothing else. Okay. um, Another thing, cake or pie? Okay. I'm gonna have to go with cake, cause don't give me. There's just not a lot of pies that I like. I like this. I have a friend named Pie. They're awesome. But when it comes to actually like the food pie, um, not my thing. I love pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is so delicious, scrumptious, yummy. But that's like that's all the pie I'm tolerating. I'm not a big fan of apple pie, pecan pie, strawberry pie, blueberry pie, yummy, yummy, dummy, stupid pie. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big pie guy. I am much more of someone that likes cake. I don't like too much sweet stuff, so of course I'm not gonna go overboard with the frosting. I really like the breading, but the frosting sometimes can be like too much. So that's just my little tinker of information. Tinker? I don't know what I'm saying. Um, my tidbit. That's what I meant, not tinker. Sorry, I don't know why I said tinker. Um, Finding a new job. That is something that I would not be proficient in because I applied to like over 20 jobs over this last summer, and I got rejected from all of them. Well, I didn't get I got like one response, and that was like it. It was amazing. Um, Difference between IRL and online friends. That is something that I have a lot of experience with. Not the greatest experience, because mixing IRL with online can be which of course it can also be great. I've introduced some friends to other friends, and now they're best friends, and I'm best friends with them. It's like an amazing dynamic. But I've also had a lot of friendships fall apart like that, which of course no vendetta towards them. It's on the past, whatever. It's just online beef is online beef. But I think it's really important, at least, it just depends on where you are, but like keep like separating friend groups, just be careful with it, like separating and combining friend groups, be careful, because you can easily fall into a trap of like you introduce people to each other and then they become friends with each other, and then they don't want to be friends with you anymore. Of course, the chance of that happening is so low. But like, I don't know, just be careful. I've had bad experiences with it. Anyway, the run's wrapping up. We've hit the 10-minute mark, and I'm gonna just show you this one cycle. I don't know if it's good. I haven't watched it, so your reaction that you're about to have to this one cycle, imagine me reacting the same way because I don't remember this run. Okay, that's a bad omen. Just enjoy.
Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Let's work it out.